guys, and welcome to Besterday, where nostalgia reigns supreme. I'm Bianca, and I'm the ultimate 90s baby. But before we get started, I want to introduce this week's co-host, and his name is...
Hello, everybody. It's Taqee Bond.
You sound so, like, formal.
Do I?
Yes, I never hear you speak like this.
I'm just happy to be here. Really? You never heard my white voice?
No. This is new to me.
Really?
Yeah.
No. Yeah,
it fits you, though. It fits you.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
Cool. I can switch back. And forth.
That's, like... the talent that we as black people have, you know.
My mom told me that a long time ago. Like people would call the house, she put on her good voice.
Same, especially like me being Jamaican, like they'll turn off the accent real quick if like a bill collector calls or something.
But then y'all know how to turn it on real quick.
Exactly. As well. So I mean, if you guys like don't follow Taqee on Twitter, like I don't know what you're doing, but if you don't know who Taqee is, why don't you just like tell the people about yourself?
Well, I started out managing artists, but I somehow made my way to being a media personality, podcaster, event host, and I guess influencer. That's the word that they're calling us now.
Yeah.
that's like, us now.
That's the word.
But yeah, I'm an influencer. I'm one of the cool kids.
I'm trying to be as cool as Taqee. I'm not there yet.
This office is amazing. You already surpassed cool Taqee.
Oh, thank you.
I used to get kicked out of places like this. This is top notch.
But yeah, you also have your What's the Move newsletter.
It's a event directory.
Yeah.
Which I'm basically letting people know what events are going on all over the city.
Yeah, you've helped me out plenty of weekends.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
So if you guys aren't signed up, I'll like leave all Takee's info and all the description bars so you could check everything out.
Yes, please. The Memorial Day one's gonna be pretty dope.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
So you guys, as you know, I say every week, Besterday is a podcast where we reminisce on the songs that had your heart, the movies that made you laugh, and everything pop culture from the 80s to the early aughts. So think Ring Pops, Game Boy Color.
Throwbacks.
Super Soaker.
Throwbacks.
Yeah.
That's what being a kid was real. I don't know what kids do
What
now.
were your favorite toys when you were younger?
The Transformers toys.
Oh yeah.
Like I had the Beast Wars where like I got like all of them.
Yeah.
I had like legit battles for the world in my room. It was so awesome. They used to like break all the time though. My mom would like step on them and tell me she's not buying anymore. But she bought more.
Fun fact about me, I was like super into wrestling when I was younger, and my uncles like they bought me like all the wrestling toys, like Steve Austin and like the Undertaker,
awesome.
and I had like all the toys lined up. Excuse me?
Did you have like the wrestling ring?
No, I didn't. They just
That's
gave
like
me
the
that.
one thing I wanted. My mom was like, I'm not getting that. I feel like it's gonna make too much noise.
Yeah.
My cousin got it. She was right. It made a lot of noise.
I wish I had that, but like I remember like Nintendo 64, like I used to have all like the WWE games, and like my brother and I would play.
Wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Are we old?
Yeah, we are. We just gotta accept the fact.
terrible.
Yeah. It's sad times, but you know,
Man,
we're here to support each other.
We're gonna get through this.
We got it. So before we kick things off, guys, make sure to hashtag Besterday on Twitter and Instagram and wherever your heart desires. Definitely rate us on iTunes and follow myself if you're not, Bianca and Rogue on Twitter. And what's your Twitter handle?
Taqee Bond.
There you go. All right, so we're going to kick it off with This Week in History. First up, May 21st, 1972, the iconic Biggie Smalls was born. And yeah, May 21st, 1992, the first episode of The Real World aired on MTV, which is crazy that it was so long ago.
It was. I didn't really get into The Real World until like later on.
Yeah, I feel like the first few seasons weren't all that, but it got like more dramatic as time went on.
I mean, I was one at the time, but
true. This is also true.
When it did like catch on, and I was old enough to watch it, it was like I don't know, it was weird to me.
It's very interesting. So, but I feel like it kind of kicked off the whole reality thing. Like that was like the first like major reality show.
Yeah, definitely. 'Cause it was real reality TV though. They pretty much just said action, or anything, and then that was it.
Yeah, exactly. Next up, guys, May 22nd, 1993, NBC broadcasted the last episode of Saved by the Bell. And May 23rd, 1995, Full House came to an end. All these iconic shows.
Those are the greatest shows, too.
Right? So good. May 23rd, 2000, this is what kind of correlates to what we're talking about today. Eminem released his third studio album, the Marshall Mathers LP, and at the time it became the fastest ever selling studio album, which is amazing for a rapper.
Right.
May 23rd, 2005, you guys all remember the moment Tom Cruise jumped on Oprah Winfrey's couch.
That was 2005?
That was 2005. Can you believe it? 12
This
years
show
old?
just made me feel so old within the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, this is what I'm here for. To make you feel old. Yeah. Next up, May 26, 1964, Lenny Kravitz was born. May 26, 1975, Lauryn Hill was born. All the greats.
I heard she was late for her birth.
Oh, well, yeah.
She didn't show up for it. Actually.
She didn't show up. She was still partying in the womb.
I'm sorry.
May 26, 1994, Michael Jackson and Lisa Marie Presley got married in the DR. And of course, that didn't last too long.
No, it didn't.
And last up, May 27th, 1971, Lisa Left Eye Lopez was born. So a lot of cool things happened this week.
We got a lot of greats.
Yeah.
In May.
Yeah, it's a very good month. Yeah, what month are you born?
April.
Oh, okay.
April, baby, yeah.
Almost. I'm September. A lot of things don't really happen in my month.
Are you kidding me? Everybody's born in September. I feel like everybody's a Virgo.
Well, I mean, Beyonce's a Virgo, so
Everybody's
that makes,
a Virgo.
yeah.
That's all that matters. If Beyonce's a Virgo, you are too.
True. Yeah, that makes me feel better. All right, guys. So we are going to get into the nostalgic news segment, and literally we are talking about reboots for the entire thing. You guys know I have like a love-hate relationship with reboots because I literally talk about it every week.
Yeah.
Like there's always somebody bringing up a new movie, a new TV show, and like it's like no one really has
original ideas.
Yeah,
anymore.
and I'm like, what is wrong with these
I bring this up
studios?
all the time with my friends.
Yeah. It is so sad, but first up, I kind of changed it on you. I was going to talk about something else, but
okay.
I brought up something new that I just found out today. Resident Evil, they're set for a reboot. They're going to reboot the entire franchise, which is crazy because they just put out Resident Evil, the final chapter a few months ago, and that was supposed to be the end.
Sure did.
Yeah, but now they're like, oh no,
I mean,
let's make more money.
Right.
And I was like, but like, I feel like Resident Evil had its run. We don't need any more movies under that franchise.
It was like a real ABC kind of movie
exactly.
series. This happened, this is the end.
It's so predictable. It's so predictable.
Right.
Yes, I mean, if you guys are into that, I'm not, but it's going to be starting to come up in early 2018. They're going to start developing the new reboots.
How many movies were there?
There were 6 of them.
Yeah, so we don't need 6 more.
Yeah. And I feel like if Mila Jovovich isn't in it, like there's no reason to have it, but
very, very true. Yeah. That would just throw off the whole story.
Exactly.
Wow.
But guys, #Besterday, let me know if you are into that idea. Next up, Lin-Manuel Miranda, he just joined the new Ducktales TV reboot. Do you know this was happening, the reboot?
No, I didn't. You saw how
Yeah.
excited I just got. They're doing Ducktales over?
I'm guessing you're a Ducktales fan
Love
because,
DuckTales.
guys, if you could see Takee's eyes just like lit up so brightly. But yeah, they're planning the reboot. There's a lot of actors in the TV show, but the Hamilton star is going to voice Gizmo Duck.
Okay.
Yeah, I know nothing about the DuckTales reboot, but I feel like a lot of people are excited about it. So.
Nah, that's pretty awesome. I just got excited about that.
Okay, yeah. So he's gonna play Gizmo Duck, and there are also a lot of other cool people there, including I'm pulling up my notes. David Tennant, Danny Pudi, Ben Schwartz, Bobby Moynihan, Beck Bennett, Tox Olagundoye, sorry if I'm saying that wrong, and Kate Micucci. Like a lot of comedians.
They're all gonna be in it?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I mean,
Yeah.
I probably know who those people are by face and by movie.
A lot of them are like one of them, like Ben Schwartz, he was in Parks and Recreation.
Okay, I know Ben Schwartz.
Bobby Moynihan, he was on Saturday Night Live. He just left the show, but yeah, they're all coming back for this new reboot, and it's going to be premiering this summer. And they're already planning a season 2. So like even before it's like gonna premiere, they're already like working on new episodes.
As they should.
Yeah.
No,
So it's gonna be lit.
Dope. I can't wait for that. Honestly.
All right, next up, guys, the reboots never end, and this one I'm not fond about because Scarface is one of my favorite movies.
What?
And David Ayer, if you guys don't know, he directed Suicide Squad, and he is in early talks to direct the Scarface reboot. But Scarface is already a reboot, so it's like reboot part 2. And I don't understand it.
Yeah, Scarface is one of those movies you got to leave alone.
Yeah, it's like an untouchable classic. Like,
right, really.
Leave it alone.
Really. Like, for example, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm kind of on the fence about the Lion King reboot. Have you heard about that?
Yeah.
I'm on the fence about it.
Yeah, I talk about like almost every week because there's always like new things happening with that one.
I'm kind of for it. I'm kind of against it.
Same here, because I feel like with Beauty and the Beast, there's gonna be also a Little Mermaid reboot. Like those
live action ones.
Yeah, like
That's
I'm
pretty
not. I'm never a fan of those movies in the first place, so like I don't care. But
cool.
The
You didn't like
Lion
the Little
King,
Mermaid?
no.
I like the Little Mermaid. Like that
Yeah,
was a good movie.
if you guys remember last week, I told Shanae this and she got very mad. So yeah, I wasn't a Little Mermaid fan. She was very
Interesting.
stupid, and she just like let a guy control her life, and I wasn't about that.
You know, when you say it
Yeah.
like that, it's a terrible movie.
Yeah, so
When you say it like that, wow.
I'm just stating the facts here. But yeah, The Lion King is one of my favorite movies just in general, and I feel like I want to see how it's going to be played out in live action, because Jon Favreau, he's going to be directing Lion King, and he's the one who directed the Jungle Book remake.
Oh.
So I feel like if he did that,
it's gonna be.
then
I think
this should be dope.
Because I love the Jungle Book.
Yeah,
remake.
exactly. So I feel like if he's behind it, it should be good. Like I have very high expectations.
Okay.
But like
Scarface. Is one of those
Scarface,
movies that
I
doesn't need a
don't-
remake.
I don't know.
Another remake.
Yeah, it's not necessary, but it is coming out next August. So they're already like in development with the movie.
Next
but,
August of next year or this year?
next year,
Okay.
August 2018.
I hope they do it good. You know.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I don't really have faith in these reboots, but I'm trying to be more positive.
Try to be optimistic.
Yes,
about these
it's just not working. And last up, Jonathan McDaniel, he was going to reprise his role as Devin Carter in the That's So Raven reboot. If you guys remember,
So they are doing that, huh?
yeah, they are doing it. They're like,
Wow.
it's in full production right now. They just tweeted out a photo of like Devin and Raven together, like back in the day when they were a couple, and it was so cute.
Oh yeah, they were dating.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so now
I feel
yeah,
older.
now in the reboot, he's gonna be the dad of their kids, and it's gonna be so cute.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Do you think Orlando Brown is gonna be in it?
See, I feel like that would cause some issues, and there might have to be like contracts drafted up, and no.
I wonder what his contract would look like now.
Like,
I wonder what ridiculous
that's
things
kind
he'd
of
ask
scary.
for.
I didn't want to think about that.
Nah,
Like,
me
that's
neither.
his business. But yeah, That's a Raven reboot is coming back to Disney Channel on July 21st. So you guys can look out for that one.
I'm interested in that.
Yeah, because I love that show. So I feel like if they
Right.
do it right, they have all the original actors except for Orlando. So it should be good.
I remember I was talking to my mom about it actually, and she's like, all these like reboots are good for the next generation.
Yeah.
Because like the same kind of morals or lessons that we learned from the movies when we were
Yeah.
90s babies, they're trying to like, pass over to them.
Yeah, and kind of like make it more modern so that
Yeah,
they
right.
understand it. Yeah.
I don't know. It's bittersweet to me.
Yeah, but guys, let me know if you're going to be watching That's a Raven reboot. #Besterday. All right, guys. So the moment is finally here. We are celebrating. I can't believe it's been 15 years since the Eminem Show came out.
Again, I feel my
Like,
age.
Like honestly, like
I was
every
11.
I was I 11? No, I was probably 10 still. Yeah.
2002, right?
2002.
Yeah, I
2002.
was
Yeah.
11.
It's like it's just so crazy to me every time like I talk about anniversary on the show. Like I don't realize how much time has passed, and I'm like, oh my god! Like I was still in elementary school when these albums came out, which is
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Sure were.
Yeah, but
I should have probably not have been listening to this.
Oh
at
no,
all.
no.
Now that I
And
think about it.
at that point, I mean, I'll get into it more, but like at that point, Eminem was like my favorite rapper, and and me being a young
You probably shouldn't have
black
been
Jamaican girl, like I shouldn't have been listening to Eminem.
None
hey,
of us should have
no.
been listening to Eminem, honestly.
No, there were some things that he was saying, talking smack.
At the
but-
time, it was just cool
yeah.
because he was saying all these abrasive things, and then
Yeah,
when-
but it caught people's attention because
Sure
no one
did.
else was willing to go that extra mile and like say stuff like that.
right.
But do you remember the first time you were introduced to him?
The first time I was introduced to Eminem, I think, you know what? I do remember. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
They used to play Forgot About Dre like every single morning on Hot 97.
Yeah.
They used to play it every single morning.
I think I tweeted that every time I hear Forgot About Dre, like I could rap Eminem's verse like word for word.
Me too.
And you cannot tell me I am not Marshall Mathers when that song comes on.
Yo, yeah.
That is my jam.
It was around that time.
Yeah.
And then I remember my mom telling me like she doesn't want me listening to that stuff. But then I got my own CD player. I started like getting my little bit of money together, getting my own albums.
Yeah.
And Eminem Show was definitely one of the albums that I bought. and at the time I'm listening to it like, this is the coolest thing in the world.
Right?
Like he's saying all of these
He's
things that I
saying
don't
so crazy
I don't
shit.
dare say.
Like,
But then I don't know, and then I got older, and then when that stuff started to make more sense, I kind of my expression changed. Like I was going from smiling to like, oh
like,
God,
oh, whoa.
oh my God, don't say that again.
Yeah, I remember. I want to say, I think it was My Name Is when that song first came out. I think I saw it on TRL, and I was like, wait, who is this white boy? But like he could actually rap, like he could spit, and I remember at that time.
Debatable. Not being older and looking back on it, I'm sitting here like, you know what?
Yeah.
I don't know if he was that good of a rapper.
Whoa, wait, hot take.
Hot
take alert.
We can talk about it.
We'll talk about it in a few minutes. But yeah, I think, that was my first time that I saw Eminem. And I was like so intrigued because, of course, growing up, I just only knew black rappers. Like I didn't really know like Vanilla Ice or anyone. But like Eminem,
have that much of an impact
he was like at the forefront, and he was talented at the time, as some people would say.
Right.
But yeah, I think after that point, I just followed his music throughout, and I remember hearing songs like Kim and like Bonnie and Clyde and all these songs, and I'm just like, yo, this guy gives no fucks.
It wasn't until we got it wasn't until I got a little bit older. I'm like, so that's what he meant?
Yeah, like actually like killing and chopping up his like ex-wife. Like this is not normal behavior.
It's not normal at
but
all.
We just pass it on because it was a like humorous storytelling to us.
I think that's more so what it was for me. Like it was funny.
Exactly.
It was crazy that somebody would say
actually
these things.
Say this and have it be approved by like the record label. Yeah. But I think the moment where I became a fan was I think it was definitely the Marshall Mathers LP.
Okay.
That was like the moment I was like, yeah, this guy. I mean, I thought he was gonna be like a timeless rapper, but at the time I thought, but now not so much.
I mean, not his latest stuff.
Not his latest stuff.
His music is still timeless. It's just. It's Eminem.
Yeah, it's Eminem.
We're gonna talk about it.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely the Marshall Mathers LP, that kind of like solidified like, okay, I'm gonna be a fan of this guy for a long time. And I think my parents bought me the Eminem Show album. It was a clean version, of course. But yeah, I don't know why because like I used to listen to just like pop music, so I don't know why they just like bought me that. But hey, I applaud them for that.
My mom really wanted me to get the edited version, but it was at the time like I saved up my own little dollars every now and then. So when I went to go buy the album, I'm like,
yeah, you got this parental advisory. Nah, my parents weren't about that life. I wish they were though, but they knew better.
CD player.
But yeah, guys, the Eminem Show came out on May 26, 2002, and it was like one of the best-selling albums of that year. I mean, especially for a rapper, like that's kind of unheard of. I mean, now Drake and people like that are doing numbers, but at that time, it was like kind of unheard of.
And this is around the time also where like, remember in like the 80s, everybody thought rap was gonna last for about 5 years.
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
cut off. So this is around the time like, okay, this rap thing is going on far enough.
Yeah, and it's like way into the mainstream. Like the album is 10 times platinum, which is incredible. Like a lot of people could wish like they could reach those numbers. So I mean,
nobody's gonna see those numbers.
Oh no,
again.
not in
this
with day
streaming
and age.
And all this stuff going on.
Definitely not. But yeah, guys, as I always do with all these albums, we're gonna go through track by track and kind of discuss like we hated it, we loved it, the impact, all that fun stuff. So first up is White America.
I love that song.
Me too.
I loved it because, again, I didn't realize until I got older. That was him embracing his white privilege. Yeah. And it was amazing.
He was like, I could say all this shit because of my skin color. No one could tell me anything. Like, he just went full for it. And I'm like, I salute you for that.
Right.
Because
my favorite line is when he's like, my skin color is finally paying off. Like, being this color is finally paying off.
I was like, oh, shit. Like, okay, Marshall. And I love that he also says hip-hop's never a problem in Harlem, only in Boston.
Only in Boston, right.
I love that, like, kind of, he's always, like, calling out the critics, saying that hip-hop couldn't reach the level that it is now. So
you know what I loved? I think, like, the biggest, like, take this was about that whole song, that it was the production, it was a rock song. Yeah, it wasn't a rap song, it was a rock song.
Yeah, I mean he actually did that in like a few of these songs. Like I think before then he was just solely doing like straight rap, but I think for now, as he got bigger, he was kind of like infiltrating a little bit more rock too.
He literally became a the thing he hated most, which was a pop star.
Yeah, but it's so funny how things work out like that.
Right.
Yeah, so next up is Business, and that was produced by Dr. Dre.
Surprisingly, Dre only produced 3 songs on this.
Yeah, I didn't realize that either. Like Eminem, I know he's a producer, obviously, but I didn't know he produced so many songs. Yeah, that's so dope.
I liked Business. I think Business was kind of like you know how like there's the intro, like let's say White America was the intro,
yeah,
and then the next song that an artist has on their project or something is like that. Whoa, like that's that boom. I think that's what
I feel like
was.
That's definitely like when you hear that beat, you know it's Dr. Dre. It has that classic rhythm to it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, so next up is Clean Out My Closet. This is one of my favorite Eminem songs of all time.
Same.
I think my favorite Eminem song is probably The Way I Am, because that song, okay, fun fact about me. Anytime there's like a bad weather like today, or like if I'm feeling like down in the dumps, like I listen to Eminem. Like that's the first rapper that I go to.
Because it's me too. I do
right?
the same thing.
Okay, I thought I was the only one. So I was like, why do you
no.
listen to Eminem? Why don't you listen
Whenever
to
I
like
feel terrible.
uplifting music? But no, I want to listen to some like hardcore sad shit. And Eminem is the guy to do that for me.
It's like he put all of my angry emotions in the song. And
exactly.
Now if I yell out everything he's saying, I'm gonna feel better by the end of the day.
Yeah. So like, The Way I Am is one of my favorites, and Clean Out My Closet is a close second. I mean, this song, he was just going at it.
It was just such a real song,
and it's so raw too. Like
especially coming off of this was like, I want to say like this was like 2 years after his mom sued him.
Yeah.
She sued him for like $1 million or something like that, right?
Yeah. So I don't remember the exact number, but yeah, both. I mean, her and Kim sued his ass. Like they were not playing.
Like he even said in the song, like I would never diss my own mom to get recognition.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, take a second to listen. I'm like, I'm listening.
You think his record is dissing.
And he really broke it down.
Yeah.
It really painted a picture of like his upbringing, his childhood.
It's
like
so
this is a look into why he's so just
fucked up.
Pretty much. Yeah, I didn't know if I could curse.
You could curse. You could curse. Yeah.
He's a pretty sick. He's a pretty sick son of a bitch. Like this.
But the way that he paints pictures, like, I mean, for one, it's kind of brilliant. But second, you're like, wait,
it's really dark.
It's so dark. But like, I respect him for that, for like going to that next level.
He was one of the few rappers in my mind who really could paint a picture using his emotions.
Yeah.
Like other rap, they paint a picture using words and they tell you about their upbringing. He's like literally giving you.
Because you could hear it, like the way that he growls and like the curses and all that. Video? Like you feel it.
Like when he was digging the grave and he's outside in the rain yelling
like
at the top of his lungs.
And everything.
I'm like, yo, this is it.
I felt that in my soul. And like for a song that is so morbid, like it went to the Billboard Hot 100 and landed number 4. For a song that's so dark, like it touched the mainstream. So
definitely did.
Yeah, and I was actually reading that he said that he regretted the song. He had a song on Slim Shady LP2 called Headlights, where he apologized to his mom Debbie, and he was like, "Yeah, I like regret saying all that stuff and cleaning out my closet, but hey, it's still one of my favorite songs."
Same. Yeah. It's not gonna change anything for me.
No, definitely not. Next up is Square Dance. I feel like that's one of those like weird ass like Slim Shady records. You're just like, what the fuck was he thinking?
He's just saying stuff at this point. He's just saying stuff. And this is one of those songs that I bring up when people say like he's one of the best ever. He made Square Dance, which wasn't exactly the best song ever.
Yeah, he made Square Dance and like Ass Like That. There's like random ass songs. I'm like, dude.
Right, like, and that again goes to me like with his white privilege. Like, no other rapper could have done that.
Oh no,
Nas couldn't have made a song.
They would have got him at the paint if that happened.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But he pulled it off.
He sure did.
Next up is Soldier. I love this song too. I feel like his voice. One thing I love about Eminem, like he can make his voice so menacing and like so wicked, and it kind of scares you, but it draws you in at the same time.
Right, so like kind of like the sing rapping kind of thing.
Yeah,
like the Ja Rule, 50 Cent, Drake.
Exactly.
I love how he does it though. Like you said, I think menacing is the perfect word to explain it, because I don't know, it sounds so like. It sounds so menacing when he does it. Yeah,
and I feel, this is also a dope song because he's kind of telling people, I don't give a fuck what you think. Like, this is my passion. I'm going to, like, no matter who's trying to bring me down, I'm still going to make rap music.
Like, I'm going to stand tall. I'm going to do this. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Next up is Say Goodbye Hollywood. I skipped this song.
Really? I like this song because of what he was talking about. I liked it more so because he was always talking about how much he hated the fake industry stuff and all that stuff. And he's like, I'm ready to say goodbye to all of this. Like, I'm done with this shit. But then he's like, then I look at Haley and I say, I have to do it.
I look at Haley and I couldn't picture leaving
right, like, he's like, I have to do
if I
it.
hated Kim. All right, I'll stop rapping. I sing a lot and rap on this podcast. You guys are probably tired. Yeah, it's so bad, but I don't know.
I mean,
It's
as
fun.
you should.
It's fun. Next up is Drips. I didn't realize how disgusting the song was until I started reading
right?
the lyrics. And I'm like, they're talking about having
STDs.
sex with a woman, who has STDs, who's like...
She got it from
It's
Trice.
so gross.
They got it from whatever.
Like, it's so disgusting. Wait, I want to read a lyric real quick. She's foaming at the lips, the one between the hips. Pubic hairs looking like some sour cream dip without the nacho. My dick hit in the spot, though. Pussy tighter than the conditions of us black folks. All right, now.
That's Obi Trice, right? Yeah, that was Obi Trice part.
It's so gross. Like,
I think
again,
that's another one of those
that's
songs
another visual picture.
Nobody else would have been able to do.
No. But hey, kudos to y'all.
Right.
Next up on the track list is Without Me.
Which is probably the realest song ever because think about it. Without Eminem, honestly, I don't think rap would... not to say that it wouldn't be as big as it is, but he definitely bridged the gap.
Oh,
and
for sure.
gave people a finger to point at.
Yeah.
He was somebody that you could point a finger at. Like, well, this guy's rapping about all of this disgusting stuff. He's like, yeah, but other rappers are doing it too.
Exactly.
Don't say nothing to them. But Without Me was really dope. I like that. That's probably one of my favorite Eminem songs.
Yeah, because, like, I mean... It's like Slim Shady in his full form, and like it's just so silly, especially the like the music video, like him dressed up as like Robin, and it's so funny.
That was the one with the dang, I'm trying to remember. It's been a minute since I've seen that video. Now that I think about it. All right, don't. I'm not gonna sit here and try to remember.
Yeah, like he was. I think that's why I brought up the parental advisory, because he was like trying to prevent kids from, like, just in a joking way, to like to buy his album because it has too many curses. So he was like trying to be like the superhero of rap music. It was like all tongue in cheek though, as like many of his music videos are. Without Me. Yeah, it's just so silly. I love that song, and it almost topped the Billboard 100. It landed at number 2. So like a very popular song. Yeah. Next up is Sing for the Moment. I am a big fan of this song.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, because...
What was the sample for this one?
Oh, Aerosmith.
Aerosmith, there you go.
Yeah, he sang... Aerosmith Dream On is like one of my favorite rock songs. And like I love that I think this was like one of the big moments where he actually used rock samples. And he actually had Joe Perry like play the guitar on it. So this...
Did he?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So it was like really dope to kind of like bridge that gap between rock and hip hop, and made it like accessible to, the suburban white kids in Detroit, and like
definitely bridged the gap.
Yeah,
with records like that too.
Definitely, and I feel like this was a moment where he kind of showed like how introspective he could be. Because I feel like, I mean, of course, he's always talking about like the critics, but I feel like he kind of reflected on like his journey of becoming, a rapper, and how people are always trying to like bring him down, and it was like a cool like storytelling song. I think, yeah. Superman is up next.
I think this is my favorite song on the album.
I love this song. I know all the lyrics, obviously.
I think this is my favorite song on the album.
It was just,
I can be a Superman. It was just so smooth. It was so jiggy. I really like that song.
Don't get me wrong. I love these hoes. No secret. Everybody knows. Yeah, we fuck. But that's so what? That's how far as your buddy goes. All right.
Eminem, man. That was a really good record.
Yeah, I remember. I think I heard it a lot on like Hot 97. Actually, like that was like one of the like the urban songs that they picked. Yeah, I heard that on like every radio station.
I think this was one of the songs where he really experimented with his ad libs and his sounds.
Yeah,
I just realized the other day, like matter of fact, the day you hit me up, and I'm like, all right, let me go back and listen to this album again. I'm listening to that while he's singing it. You can hear in the background, I can't be a Superman.
He had harmonies.
Right. He was really, really in there making things happen.
Oh man. And I love like the porn star like model voice in the background, Dina Ray. Yeah, that was a good contrast too. Because I feel like at that point he didn't really have like a lot of like female background singers on his songs.
Yeah. If any.
Yeah. So this, I mean, of course, is definitely one of my favorites. I think after Clean Out My Closet, Superman is my second favorite on the album.
Okay.
Yeah. Haley's song is up next.
That was another
This
one.
tugs at my emotions. Like, it's just such like... I love when Eminem talks about his daughter. I feel like it's so sweet. I mean, despite all the drama between him and Kim, I feel like he really loves Haley and like wants her, to be a great woman. So I love that he was singing on like the whole song, and like kind of pouring on his heart to his little girl.
And at the end goes, I told you I can't really sing, but
if you ever need anything, Daddy's here. I was like, oh, Marshall.
He's always been like, he's always been, from what I see, a great dad.
Yeah,
I don't
from
know
what
the
we
ins
see.
and outs. Right,
Yeah.
from what we see, he's always been a great dad. This is another one of those records where he's using his emotions to paint the picture.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
paint, how he feels about his daughter and the transition from being, you know, once poor to now having all of this money and still raising his daughter, making sure she gets everything she wants and still on that right track. So I really like that record.
Nice. When the Music Stops is up next.
Such a gangster record.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
T12 was not playing.
They don't play any games. I feel like they're one of the more underrated rap groups. I feel like. Yeah, they didn't get enough shine.
I think it's because they were so like awkward.
Oh, for sure. Like I remember watching, what was it? Purple Hills?
Yeah.
Yeah, or Purple Pills. Yeah. And I was like, people aren't really doing this kind of stuff in rap music, and I feel like people didn't take the time to like figure out what they're they just like kind of tossed it to the side. Man, but yeah, when the Music Stops, that's the song. Yeah,
Proof was definitely on that song.
Oh, for sure. Next up is Say What You Say, and that features Dr. Dre.
Say What You Say.
Yeah.
This was like probably the one song I didn't really like too much because the hook was so like, it was so everywhere. Say what you say, like, all right, bro, we get it.
Yeah, it wasn't, it's definitely not my favorite. That's kind of like a filler track.
Yeah.
Till I Collapse. I feel like that's a lot of like hardcore rap fans like this song. Till I Collapse.
This was a big one for movie soundtracks.
Oh, it was like on every single movie.
Yeah.
Like action movie.
Any action movie had this on the soundtrack. Shout out Nate Dogg, man. Rest in peace to Nate Dogg.
Yeah, man. And like Eminem, he showed his ass in the production. Like he killed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely had a newfound respect for him when I found out he produced most of these tracks, because in my mind, Dre did everything.
That's what I thought as well.
So I'm sitting here like, yo, Dre snapped on this. Then come to find out, M snapped on this? Like, this is amazing.
Oh, so dope.
Makes it 10 times better, honestly.
And I love the line where he says, I got a list. Here's the order of my list. That's in it. It goes Reggie, Jay-Z, Tupac and Biggie, Andre from Outkast, Jada, Corrupt, Nas, and then me. How do you feel about that? Do you think Eminem is still in that category of like best rappers alive?
No.
Okay.
You want me to explain? I can explain. I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
All right. One, because Eminem never really had bars. He could flow his ass off. Like, no, I feel like Eminem's flow was up there with, if I was to compare flow, like Busta Rhymes on his first album.
Yeah.
Like, his flow is it's unmatched. Like, you can't touch his flow. But if you listen to what he's saying, he's not really making bars and making punchlines and making, wordplay or anything. He's just making words rhyme.
That's actually a good point.
And it sounds really good. It's not that he's like terrible, but he was never really rapping with wordplay and punchlines and stuff. He just made words rhyme. And then when you look at it again, it's kind of like, if anybody else would have said some of the stuff that he said, we'd look at them like, come on, man, you're a clown. Eminem was able to say all these things. Like, he had at the end of a song, what song was that? He's like, without me, like at the end of the song, it was cool, it was jiggy. But if Jay-Z did that, we'd be like, what's good, man? Like,
what are you actually doing?
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
that's a good point.
When I look back on it and I look at his list and I say, none of those guys on that list could have done anything like this. But that's one thing that kind of made Eminem special.
Yeah, I think that's what made him stand out, because he could flip the switch between Slim and Marshall, like having that more serious side, but also being like silly, extra wacky and wild and weird. But I feel like at that moment we all loved him for it.
Right. It's just that as I got older and I started, listening to more music and doing my homework on all the old stuff, I'm like, I don't know if I could put you up there now. You're great, but I don't know if I can put you next to.
Great.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And last up on the track list is My Dad's Gone Crazy. See, My Dad's Gone Crazy.
That was like his way. That was like his exit stage. Basically, the exit stage left. Like, all right, I'm just gonna wild out on this last track and say a bunch of things that's gonna make y'all feel uncomfortable. I'm gonna make everybody mad. That's the last song.
Oh man.
That honestly the perfect song to end the album off with. So
I agree. Yeah, and I mean, I feel like this album, in my opinion, this was his last best album.
Yeah, you didn't like Encore? I think I loved Encore.
I like Encore, but like it didn't really give me enough punch like the Marshall Mathers LP,
right.
like Slim Shady LP, Eminem Show did. Like that was. I feel like with Encore, like I think he was like running out of steam and like trying to figure out, like how many weird punchlines I could do,
I
like
agree.
what kind of crazy conceptions can I make to get people going. And I feel like, Encore came out in 2004, and then it had Yellow Brick Road, like Toy Soldiers, Mosh, like
Mosh, yeah.
Just Lose It, that stupid song.
Spend Some Time. Those are
Yeah.
I will say this, like Encore definitely showed growth with him, but as far as Eminem Show, that I think that too showed growth when you think about it.
I feel like that was him at his peak. So I feel like that's why I feel like it was like his last like great album. And I feel like after that thing just kind of started
I can see that
winding
because
down.
Encore, he definitely toned it down a little bit. It showed so much maturity more than anything else, and more than growth music wise. It showed maturity, and Eminem Show was really like that last. Like when a kid is leaving and they stick their tongue out at you, like that's what Eminem Show was.
Exactly, I totally agree with that.
His last immature album or so.
Yeah, it was just so weird. And Curtain Call, like that was like his greatest hits album. I feel like after that, things just started getting weird. Like he put out Relapse, Recovery, Marshall Mathers LP2. Like I feel like it wasn't.
Those were
didn't make an impact.
Those are the rehab albums.
Yeah,
they were like the post rehab.
Yeah,
albums,
I was like Eminem. I appreciate that try to better your life, but I
need you to do drugs one more
just
time
one more
so
time.
we can do this album.
That's how I felt. I was like,
it's
I just
terrible
need you,
that we think this way,
right?
but I agree.
Just to make good music. It's so bad, but it's just
one
like,
more hit and one more hit.
And I feel like with Marshall Mathers LP2, he was trying to get back to that like. Very raw, rugged Eminem that we know and love, but of course he's sober.
Yeah,
I mean, which is great, but it's just like don't try to recreate the wheel. You know what I mean? Like,
right. It wasn't believable because we know you're not doing these drugs. We know you're a grown man with kids. You don't think like this anymore, so it's kind of hard to listen to your music and believe that this is how you really feel about these things.
I totally agree. But where would you put Eminem Show, like ranking? All his albums.
All of his albums?
Yeah, like where would you put it in his discography?
This was that was his third album?
That was his third album, yeah. Oh, his fourth album, excuse me.
Fourth. What was between that? It was
Slim Shady? It was...
It was Marshall Mathers, Slim Shady.
It was Infinite. I keep forgetting about Infinite.
Infinite, that was an album.
I totally forgot about that. Yeah, but
everybody forgot about Infinite.
Yeah, but Slim Shady was like his major studio debut.
I think I'm going to put Eminem Show I think third. I'll say third. I'll say Slim Shady, Marshall Mathers, Eminem Show, Encore, and then everything else whatever else he made after rehab.
I would put I love Marshall Mathers LP. I'll put that first.
Okay.
And then Slim Shady LP, then the Eminem Show, then Encore.
I think
Eminem Show being at number 3, like that's like a good resting space. But do you think, how do you think this album has impacted hip-hop? Because I feel like you're more of a hip-hop expert than I am. I just want to, get your thoughts.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I think, like I said earlier, he definitely bridged the gap for white America, who was at the time looking at hip-hop as like, oh, it's about to be over, or we don't want our kids listening or having anything to do with this. And then here comes this white guy with blonde hair who's rapping, and your kids are so into him.
Yeah.
And it's like he basically made it to where you, like, white America, you have to embrace hip hop. Because whether you like it or not, your kids like it.
Exactly. Like they're not going anywhere.
It's not going anywhere. Your kids want to be a part of this. This is something they're interested in. And he definitely made it so that in my mind he made it so that a lot of white people who were listening to music but weren't too into rap, they probably got their hip hop start with Eminem.
Oh, for sure.
Eminem was probably like the first rapper they really listened to.
I feel like because ours were both from New York, so of course we grew up with like the Biggies and the Jay-Z's and all that. But I feel like suburban kids they didn't know anything. Like they just saw. They probably grew up with like. I'm trying to think of like Good Charlotte, Blink-182, all these like pop punk and rock acts, and then when Eminem came, like, oh, this guy looks like me, but he's also rapping. Like, let me see, like, what's that about? And of course, Eminem at that time he was rapping about like fucking
the things you
like
shouldn't talk about
Columbine, like the Columbine shooting, Marilyn Manson, like stapling his teacher to like a desk, like all these crazy things. And I feel like those things were probably more relatable to them than to us.
Right.
So I feel like that's how they latched on.
And that's how they.
Yeah.
I never thought about it like that, but because when I was, I know so many dudes so many black guys that I know that look at it and go, nah, that's weird. Like, I can't get into that. I never liked it. And it's kind of like, it's weird, yeah, but it's still hip hop because he's pretty much saying whatever the hell he wants to say.
Yeah,
he's making you feel uncomfortable.
Rhyme.
He's making it rhyme. Like,
yeah,
the production is definitely hip hop elements. But I'm thinking about it now. I went to, my mom took me to Anger Management 3. My mom took me to an Eminem.
Oh, really?
Concert. Yeah, to an Eminem 50
Wait,
Cent
how was
show.
that? I never actually seen him live. How was that?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. But then, now that I think about it, I look around, when I looked around the arena, it was at Madison Square Garden, I look around and I'm like one of the only black people here.
Isn't that crazy?
It's crazy. And I was like, that's why he went, I feel like that's why he went diamond. That's why he sold so many, because at the time,
they were buying, they were the ones buying. We were
getting the albums
on LimeWire.
Right,
they were
Napster, LimeWire, all that stuff was, that's what we were using, but they were buying the albums. So he definitely proved that you really need that market if you ever want to touch numbers like that. Yeah, but I think he had a positive effect on hip hop and everything, because, like I said, I think a lot of what's going on in hip hop, as far as artists saying these raunchy things and really speaking their minds and, you know, influencing a younger generation, Eminem definitely, he kind of set a lot of groundwork for a lot of that. Oh, for
sure, because now you have, like, the Travis Scotts, the Lil Uzis, like, all these guys kind of, like, and especially at those shows, there are more white people than black people, and I feel like if Eminem wasn't around, I feel like it would be, like, lesser than that.
Like, Eminem would blend in with those crowds.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
If I saw a lineup for Lil Uzi, Travis Scott, Eminem headlining, that makes sense.
Exactly.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, guys, so hashtag Besterday. Let me know, like, what were your some favorite songs on the Eminem show, and if you have any thoughts of what Taqee and I talked about. I mean, I could talk about this album forever because, like, I love Eminem. But
we could talk about music, period.
I know. I mean, I'll have you back, of course, because this was very good. But yeah, guys, have definitely hashtag Besterday. Let me know what other albums you want us to talk about, and yeah. All right, guys, so this is my favorite segment of the episode. It is the Song of the Week, where both co-hosts, we surprise each other with one song, whatever you're feeling on your mind, and I always have the co-hosts go first. So hit me with what you got.
That's a lot of pressure, honestly.
Yeah, well, sorry.
Song of the Week, I'm going to have to go with Drowning, A Boogie and Kodak Black. I think I'm a little biased because I'm from the Bronx. Yeah. Maybe just a little bit.
Probably.
But maybe a tad bit more than I like to let on. But it's a really dope song.
Actually, my brother put me onto that song. I mean, he's younger than me, so he knows, like, all the tunes.
Listen to the kids. Kanye said it. Listen to the kids. Yeah. Like, they know what songs are going to be hot. They know what songs we're going to be listening to for the next couple months. Yeah. And they always know before we do. It's crazy you say that because my little cousin put me on to
that's how song. I know all these songs. If my brother didn't tell me, I wouldn't know.
That song, it was just dope. I think A Boogie is one of the, honest, hands down, I think he's making some of the best music New York City has heard in a long time. Yeah. Because he's so melodic and he's so musically inclined. That he's making music that sounds good. Like, sonically it sounds good. It's not just something that you can turn up to. You could throw that on cleaning the house and it still sounds great.
That's a good point. Yeah.
And Kodak Black, man, I hope everything works out with him legally.
Yeah, we'll see.
He went off on that. He sounded like a young Gucci on that. Like, really sound like a young Gucci on that. And I got to appreciate that.
Nice. Do you have, like, a throwback song, though?
A throwback song?
Yeah. Like from the 90s or 2000s.
You know what? I was just listening to, I can't really pick one song. No, Hard Knock Life. I was listening to that album, and that came on, and it just made me feel so nostalgic. And I started thinking about everything that was going on around that time. What year was that? That was like 2000. I think that was around the same time.
I think around the same time as Eminem. Yeah. Oh my god.
Around that time, and I'm just like, yo, this was good music. Yeah. Like, what happened to the world?
Don't know. It's so sad.
But yeah, Hard Knock Life, Jay-Z.
Nice. I think my throwback song of the week, just keeping in the realm of the whole, like, aftermath establishment, I'm gonna choose 50 Cent's Many Men.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
I mean, Get Rich or Die Trying, that's like a classic in my opinion. Absolutely. And I think Many Men, that was one of, like, the highlights of the album. And I mean, it's just, I think I have an affinity for, like, like more darker, like introspective music and like more gangster stuff. So I feel like that song kind of stood out to me.
Definitely.
So yeah, I loved it like more than like In the Club and PIMP and all that stuff. Like I feel like that song was his dopest on the album.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Many Men, that was a good record.
Yeah. I mean, of course, I shouldn't be listening to that, but you know, I think
we weren't supposed
I know.
to.
I think I was in 7th grade. And you know, it's funny. I used to take like a bus to school on Long Island, and like one of the guys on my bus, he was the one who introduced me to Get Rich or Die Trying. It was this Italian kid.
Wow.
White Italian kid.
He said nigga a lot.
Most likely.
He probably said
Shout
it a
out
lot.
to you, Lewis, if you're listening. I'm talking about you right now. But yeah, he introduced me to Get Rich or Die Trying, and like I remember listening to that like every other day on the bus. So yeah.
That's good going to school music. It's probably terrible going to school music, but it was
hey,
good
I mean,
going
it
to
motivated
school
me in some way. So
No, 100%.
yeah.
100%. 50 was the main.
Yeah,
Still
man.
is kind of sort of on Instagram.
Yeah,
Probably.
yeah, not in the studio though.
Probably just on
Anybody checking
Instagram.
for him in the studio, but he had a good run.
Absolutely.
Okay, so that is a wrap for this week's episode. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
For bestowing your knowledge on hip hop to me, because this is actually the first hip hop show that I've had. Yeah, because I mean, I always talk about like NSYNC, Britney, all that stuff.
Now.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I had my first rock related show a few weeks back with Arctic Monkeys, and this is my first like hip hop related show.
Awesome.
So yeah. We're making history right now.
We are. I feel. Thank you for having me. That feels really good.
Yeah, it was so much fun. Guys, I mean, I say this every week, but also definitely make sure to hashtag Besterday on Twitter and Instagram so I can know what you want me to talk about. And also rate us on iTunes. Follow myself, Bianca and Rogue, if you aren't already. And say your Twitter handle again.
Taqee Bond, my name.
There you go. Definitely follow him if you want all that influencer information and all the hot events that are happening in New York City. He will let you know.
Yes, I will.
Yes. So that is a wrap. I will see you guys next week. Bye.